Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that might just keep you up at night if you're playing fast and loose with your taxes. We're talking about whether your tax pro could turn you in to the IRS for a whistleblower reward. Now, before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you find the information useful. Imagine this. You're meeting with your tax practitioner, whether that's a CPA, an enrolled agent, or an attorney. Let's call him Tom. Tom goes through the usual steps. He makes notes about your tax situation, and you both sign an engagement letter. Everything seems routine, right? But then, things take a turn. You tell Tom that you've been hiding some income and fabricating deductions for years, and you're planning to keep doing it. Tom, being the professional that he is, advises you to stop. But you're insistent. You're not going to change a thing. Here's where things get tricky. Tom is now in what we might call a pickle. He has two main options. First, he could turn a blind eye and risk getting in trouble himself. Or second, he could turn you in to the IRS and possibly make some money while he's at it. So the big question is, can he legally do that? The answer is yes. Tom can report you to the IRS if he knows you're engaging in tax evasion. And guess what? The IRS actually encourages it. Under the IRS Whistleblower program, if Tom provides credible, specific, and new information that leads to the collection of unpaid taxes, he could receive between 15 and 30% of the amount collected. Now, let's talk about whether Tom should turn you in. This is where things get really interesting, and frankly, quite complicated. Tom has to balance his ethical responsibilities with his obligation to maintain your confidentiality. According to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, AICPA, and other professional organizations, tax practitioners have a duty to act in the public interest. But here's the kicker. They also have to keep your information confidential unless you give them explicit permission to share it. However, there are some exceptions to this rule. For example, if Tom is complying with a subpoena or a court order, or if he's involved in certain types of professional practice reviews, he may be allowed to disclose your information without your consent. Let's talk numbers. What's in it for Tom if he decides to blow the whistle? If the amount in dispute is over $2 million, Tom could get anywhere from 15 to 30% of the amount the IRS collects. So, for example, if Tom reports you and the IRS recovers $10 million, he could walk away with a cool $1.5 to $3 million. But it's not all roses. If Tom is somehow involved in the tax evasion himself, the IRS could reduce his reward by up to 100%. And just because he files the whistleblower form, that doesn't mean he's guaranteed any money. The information has to be new, credible, and specific. If it's too vague, or if the IRS already knows about it, Tom gets nothing. Now you might be wondering, does this actually happen in real life? Absolutely it does. Let's take a look at one of the most famous cases. In 2007, Bradley Birkenfeld, a former Swiss banker, blew the whistle on UBS for helping wealthy Americans evade taxes. Even though Birkenfeld himself was involved in the illegal activities, he received an astonishing $104 million from the IRS. This case shows that the IRS whistleblower program can be incredibly lucrative, even if the whistleblower isn't exactly a model citizen. So, what's the bottom line? Here are a few key takeaways. First, tax practitioners like Tom can report clients engaged in tax evasion and potentially earn a substantial whistleblower reward. Second, while they have ethical obligations to maintain client confidentiality, there are situations where they might be legally permitted to disclose your information. And finally, the potential financial rewards can be huge, but the process is fraught with legal and ethical complexities. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And remember, when it comes to taxes, honesty really is the best policy, because you never know who might be watching. Until next time, take care.